A right triangle is a triangle in which one of the angles is 90 degrees. Here is a figure with some standard notations. We use capital letters A, B, C for the vertices of the triangle, and C is the right angle. We use small letters A, B, C for the sides of the triangle. The two sides of a triangle that are perpendicular to each other are called the legs. The third, the longest side, is called the hypotenuse. Next, we mention the Pythagorean theorem. Note that this theorem applies only to right triangles. Let triangle ABC be a right triangle with legs A and B and hypotenuse C. Then a squared plus b squared is c squared. And here is a picture of that. Given the length of two sides of a right triangle, we can use the Pythagorean theorem to find the length of the third side. Let's illustrate this with the examples on page 55. Question 1. The legs of a right triangle are 10 feet and 15 feet long. How long is the hypotenuse? Here we have that A is 10 and B is 15. Here is a picture. Using the Pythagorean theorem, we get that a squared plus b squared is c squared. So c squared is a squared plus b squared. Substituting in the values for a and b, we get 10 squared plus 15 squared. Simplifying, this is 100 plus 225, which is 325. To solve for c, we take the square root of both sides. But remember that a positive number, like 325, has two square roots. So we must include plus or minus when taking the square root. So c is plus or minus the square root of 325. Since c is the length of the hypotenuse, we know that c is positive. So c is the positive square root. We have that c is square root of 325, and now we simplify this. We factor 325 where one of the factors is the largest square in 325, which is 25. We rewrite 325 as 25 times 13. We apply the product rule to rewrite this as the product of two square roots, and then we simplify square root of 25. And this is our final answer. The hypotenuse is 5 times square root 13 feet long. Question 2. The hypotenuse of a right triangle measures 7 inches. One of the legs is 3 inches long. How long is the other leg? Here we have that A is 3 and C is 7. Here's a picture. We know one leg and the hypotenuse. So we use the Pythagorean theorem. We get that a squared plus b squared is c squared. Substituting the values for a and c, we get 3 squared plus b squared is 7 squared. Simplifying, we find 9 plus b squared is 49. To solve for b, we first solve for b squared by moving the 9 to the right hand side and then taking the positive square root. So b squared is 49 minus 9, which is 40. So b is the square root of 40. We simplify this by rewriting 40 as its largest square times something. That largest square is 4, so we get square root of 40 is square root of 4 times 10. Now we use the product rule to rewrite this as a product of two square roots and simplify square root 4. And that is our final answer. The other leg is 2 times square root 10 inches long.